What is up, Cowboys Nation and the rest of the world? It's your boy Mike Tag here with Jimmy Dee, getting this week started. Had a great weekend, great Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys did as well. As you guys get rolling in, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Want to thank all the new subscribers. Got over 200 new subscribers just this weekend. Had some great shows and definitely appreciate the love and support. So if you guys are new to the channel, take a second and hit that subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. You guys did it big time in that last video. And you see the difference. That's all it takes. It don't cost you nothing. You help your boys out. But Jimmy D, how was your Thanksgiving? How was I saw you were in New York for the game. Didn't work out the way you wanted, I don't think. But what's happening? You had a good time.
No, you know what it was? I mean, no, it didn't work out as nearly good as I wanted it to. We're officially out of the playoffs. But you know what it is? It's how often, especially at my age, the boys are older. You know, nice family day out with the boys.
Absolutely.
Had a good time. Got on TV when Bijan scored a touchdown, you know. And it was funny because I actually got a couple phone calls or, you know, text messages like, damn, we just saw you on TV. But
I'd be like, who the hell's watching this game?
Right, exactly. yeah, what a shit show. But I'll tell you, though, so now it was a great time. And, you know, speaking of Thanksgiving, I was kind of chuckling a little bit because I saw you doing a hype video. And you had your Thanksgiving, you had like a beret on or something.
That's my chef's hat. I was cooking. I was getting ready to get that bird. You want that bird? You go get that bird. I went and got the bird. We had some Thanksgiving. And then, of course, you know, the Cowboys, just what a great stretch. We won't need to get into it too much, but what a great stretch. So it was an awesome time. Looks like Doug is back in the house. I think Doug's on a cruise. If social media is accurate, I don't know if Doug was on a cruise for Thanksgiving. I mean,
really? You know, we did that last year. It was actually a really good time. Like we did a cruise, a whole bunch of us, my dad, my sisters, my niece and nephew. It was a really good time.
I'm thinking about doing a cruise next Thanksgiving. You have all the people over. It's great time hanging with the family, but it gets a little chaotic. The kids are, you know, they're getting older and stuff. So I'm thinking, see, Doug was out there looking good. Yeah. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a cruise for Thanksgiving. My wife and I talked about it. Maybe we might end up doing something like that. So
now, dude, I'm telling you now Doug's way in the south of the Caribbean. Aruba, gotta be about 100 degrees down there. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
we're in Aruba about 5-6 years ago. It's beautiful.
Now, do they got good turkey on there? I mean, I'm a turkey guy. I need all the trimmings. I mean, is the food worthwhile, Doug? That's what you got to let us know. Do you get that Thanksgiving feel, or you kind of lose all that? Because I still like the tradition. More importantly, I like watching Cowboys football. But if Doug's on the cruise, I know they had it on the big screen. He would have raised hell if they didn't have the game on there. So I'm pretty sure they got all that stuff taken care of for you.
No, I'll tell you, last year, so we're on Royal last year and we went, and they had all three of the Thanksgiving Day games, so you're good to go there. And it was like they made it festive, and the turkey was good, all the trimmings, you know, so some good bird on the cruise.
Nice. And get some pie, get some pumpkin pie and all that stuff that you want to get. But,
hey, no, that was my pie.
My pie, that's right. It was another, you know, crazy weekend in the NFL, and it's just you don't know what's going on. It started great. Obviously, you know, the Cowboys get that victory on Thanksgiving. The Packers end up winning. Cincinnati ends up winning. They, you know, now you got Burrow back, so now they're pretty much going to try and make a run like 4-8. I don't know. It's amazing. I mean, why don't we have this kind of luck in our division? Because I'm looking at all these teams keep winning. The Bears are now the #1 seed. The Rams, who were like the hot team and the one that we all were kind of looking at. Carolina, which we were all laughing at, embarrassed that Carolina beat us. You know, maybe we shouldn't be laughing no more. They keep beating all these NFC teams.
The Rams, man.
At some point, they're the real deal. Trying to think. So Chicago beats Philly, absolutely slapped them up and down the field. 250 plus yards rushing. I mean, just unbelievable, you know, that. And then San Francisco took care of Cleveland. I'm trying to see if there was any other upsets. The Falcons we can get into. I don't know how the hell that
is a freaking disaster, man. I tell you. Yeah.
Unbelievable with them. Tampa holds off Arizona. So
that was a tight game.
It was a tight game, but nothing for us for the playoffs. Obviously, you guys kind of did yourselves in, but the Cowboys are playing so well, and we'll get into some of the playoff scenarios. They're not gaining any ground. They're only gaining ground on the Eagles, which I have a feeling the Eagles are going to choke away this division. I think that might be the Cowboys' best option.
You know, it's funny because I was listening to this Philadelphia podcast, and they actually had to eat some crow. They didn't eat the bird, but eat the crow, and said Cowboys are, they said, the scariest and hottest team in the league right now, especially being Philly fans. They feel the pressure.
Yeah. Well, I had an Eagle guy was on Wednesday right before the holidays, and I said, there's a chance like in the playoffs, if things worked out, the Cowboys could play the Eagles again, like round 3. And he looked at me and he said, I'm just going to tell you something. In that beginning of the game, we kept attacking them and we kept scoring, but the Cowboys kept coming. They don't want no team like that in their life. They don't want no part of Dallas after what we did coming back from that deficit. They don't want no more. So I don't know what's going to happen. I ran all the scenarios, and it's going to be interesting. But the NFC in particular, you're talking the 7th seed. The 7th seed has 9 wins, and now I know people are gonna beat up on each other, and they're gonna end up, doing all that kind of stuff. Uncle Cheech seems to be having trouble again with the link. I don't know.
Oh boy, Uncle Cheech.
I mean, I tried to make things easy for Uncle Cheech. I'm gonna have to, but yeah. So anyway, what was your thoughts on the week? Because I know you were at the game and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, it's well, piggybacking off of what you said, I think it's a scenario. If you look at the NFC West, I think the NFC East, there's only one team coming out of the NFC East, either Dallas or Philly. All these other teams got such strong records, and so it's winner take all in the NFC East.
Well, the interesting thing, I did find a scenario where the NFC East could get 2 teams. It would take Green Bay or the 49ers collapsing. It would take one of those 2 teams. And, the 49ers are another one that they're winning. They survived some injuries. You look at their schedule. Yeah, they've got some games ahead of them. And now what you're going to see are teams beating up on each other. You're going to see all these teams, the divisions are playing each other. Yeah. So now you're seeing, San Francisco. Oh, there's Uncle Cheech. He did make it. I don't know what the hell he was doing. These teams are beating up each other. So I think it'll start leveling itself off. But then you go to the game Sunday night, and you got the Broncos, and I mean, they easily should have lost that game against Washington, and Washington's playing with their backup quarterback. Broncos are supposed to be the number 1 team. So that's why I say it's so critical just to get in the playoffs, because anything can happen.
That's right.
This year more than any, right? I mean, there's no dominant team that has taken over the NFL.
No, and each week there's a big upset. Every damn week there's a big upset. And I think, so yesterday we're at the game, and, in between at MetLife, they show the red zone, during the TV, which is cool. And I'm like, how the hell Carolina's going to beat the Rams? You got to be kidding me. And so that was killing me already. But if we win, we're still 2 games behind Tampa Bay, and obviously we blew it.
Yeah.
Let them off the hook.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. But we're going to need you to keep playing, because you're playing some of those key teams.
Yes.
You're playing some of those key teams that we need to help us out. So you can do your boy a favor and win a couple of those. It'll definitely be great. Oh, I forgot to put the chat in here. Let me help out. Sorry.
We gotta show a little pride.
Absolutely. Where is the pride in your team?
I know. Tell me about it. Well, yesterday, so coach, comes out and he's right. Yesterday, special teams, muffed punt on the 1, Jets score on the next play. Then we give up a 70-yard return on a kickoff. So it's just every week it's something new and stupid. Kirk Cousins in his 2 starts have been pretty good. Got an average of 100.
I don't like your coach.
I don't either. I love
nothing personal. I just am not a fan. He wasn't good in Tampa. I live in Tampa, so I heard it. Just I'm not digging him.
No, neither am I. Neither am I. But the thing with him is the culture he brings is great. But if you're not winning, culture don't mean shit.
No. He's a good coordinator, and I like what he does. But yeah, so anyway, well, let's get Uncle Cheech in here, because I know he's got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about with college football. I don't want to get too aggravated, but I don't get too worked up, because I'm not happy with some of the things that are going on in this corrupt football system that we call college football and the NCAA. But
yes,
Uncle Cheech, how are you feeling? You had a good week. Texas, absolutely home run, called that upset. You won it outright. Disappointed me in Oklahoma. Cost me some money, but I did make up for it on some other teams. I took your advice on some of the over and unders that you gave me over the weekend, so I was able to recoup some of that money in the NFL. But yeah, what's your thoughts, man, on this past weekend? A little crazy.
Yeah, my thoughts are Miami's going to get screwed. That's my main thought.
Well, if that happens, I want somebody to run a full-scaled investigation on this college football playoff committee. I don't understand if they're both more than likely, unless Texas Tech shits the bed, Georgia loses, Miami more than likely is going to be ranked 10. Notre Dame is 9. Miami beat them head-to-head. They got the same amount of losses. Common opponents have been equal or Miami's been better. So don't tell me how Notre Dame is the better team that should be ranked higher.
I can't tell you how. They're not.
Jimmy, do you know how?
Well, I saw some money flying out of pockets. That's what I saw.
That's exactly right. It's all about the.
So what was it? Was that Virginia win on Saturday night? Like
that all was.
That was a big problem for Miami. That Virginia.
No, Virginia winning was a problem. SMU losing helped. I don't understand the playoff, the tiebreaker. They made one division, so now no one plays each other. Like we didn't play Duke. You know, the lot of teams didn't play Duke, so you have no common opponent. You're not no head-to-head matchup because they used to have split conferences. Now they make it one, so it's just the luck of the draw who you play. So it went down to common opponent winning percentage. Your common opponent who you play, you have no choice of who you play. You play who you play. Winning percentage, and Duke ends up getting in there ahead of Miami, and they are 7-5, not even ranked. Miami's 10-2. Ranked 11th or 12th in the country, and this is what the ACC decided to do as their tiebreaker.
They're crazy. Let me tell you something. Let's go back to Florida State a couple of years ago. Undefeated team.
Yeah.
Undefeated. They lose their quarterback. They lose their backup. They still didn't get a chance to go on the field, and they automatic, well, they're not the same team.
Yeah.
Well, Mississippi. Are they the same team now? No coach. No assistant coaches now, from what I'm hearing.
The coordinator's gone, yeah.
Not the same team. So should they be counted out? I thought Florida State got screwed big time. And I just don't see it. I think this is all bullshit.
Now you
all
got
about the money. I'm just at the end of my wit's end here.
Well, I think you're ready to take that pinky ring and slap somebody across the face with it. That's what I'm thinking.
You know,
well, I just can't. It just don't make sense to me. Alabama's got 2 losses, 2.
Yeah.
If they lost to Florida State, who we beat.
Hey, yes. They lost handily.
And according to my prediction, they're going to lose this weekend. Now they're going to have 3 losses.
Well, my question is, but here's what I got to ask you, Uncle Cheech. You're inside. You know what's going on. So you got BYU and you got Alabama ahead of Miami. Both of them play this weekend. Both of them, let's say they lose. They're going to have 3 losses, or BYU will have 2 losses, but they have no good wins. I still don't even know how they're ahead of Miami. But Miami, and if everything is right, Miami would jump to 10. So now they're going to be in the top 10. Notre Dame will more than likely be 9. So how do you see that playing out with Miami, Notre Dame being that close? Should Miami flip them? And do you see Miami beating out Alabama and then BYU, because they're going to, like you said, Alabama's going to have 3 losses?
Well, you got to go by the resume. They got to get 3 losses any way you cut it. BYU, they're going to get bombed. Usually it's tough to beat the same team twice, but not in this case.
Yeah.
Texas Tech, they're going to beat the hell out of them just like they did the first time.
No, I agree.
No doubt in my
like
mind.
They did last time.
No doubt in my mind. So I don't know what to tell you. It's all politics.
You know what it is, Uncle Cheech?
Whatever you want to call it.
But Miami, it's politics, man. Trying to keep Miami down. Keep them weak.
What's what they're doing?
That's what they're doing. Just because we're not like a puppet like them Notre Dame
Irish. They know they're scared. You heard Nick Saban on Saturday.
Yeah.
They're all afraid.
They want no part of them.
Miami getting in
They're
there.
scared. You see the look in their eyes.
Yeah.
I saw that. Fear.
That's right. That's the old school Canes. And the Canes the people are making it look like Miami's not playing good football. Miami has the third most margin of victory, 17 or more points, third most games there. They have blown out every team since that SMU, and we saw the $100 bills flying out of those referees' pockets. I was at the game. I saw the late flags. I saw them calling a roughing the passer on a timeout when they didn't blow the whistle in time, and all our guy did was wrap around that, put them in field goal range. The whole thing was a setup. It was all set up. They're, Notre Dame is nothing but a club fighter. They're no good. They beat nobody. When they played good competition, they lost. That's bottom line. Miami's 4-0 at playing against ranked teams at the time. Miami's 4-0. Look at that resume.
That's right. Exactly.
So, anyway.
I don't know what the hell to tell you. We could let the chips fall where they may after this weekend. Hopefully, they'll do the right thing. The committee, or else we're going to have to figure out a new system. This is starting to turn into a joke.
It's a total chaos zoo.
It is a total chaos zoo. And I agree. This is what I would say, RPE 63. I wouldn't have an issue. Like if SMU was the representative team, I don't have a leg to stand on because they beat Miami head-to-head. They got 2 losses too. But they need to have a better tiebreaker. Like I said, maybe it needs to be total record. Maybe it needs to be where you're ranked. But how a 7-5 team jumped ahead of Georgia Tech, jumped ahead of Miami, jumped ahead of SMU. I mean, that's a travesty, and that's an embarrassment to the ACC. It's embarrassing. Yeah, this is what my man Doug has season tickets, 50-yard line. He's ready. Hey, Mike Tag, you get down here, get that leader. We're going to the game. He's not going to be able to give those tickets away. Ain't nobody want to see Duke in Virginia. That stadium's going to be empty. He's going to be selling them for pennies on the dollar, the poor guy. He's going to be losing money, just went on a cruise. What's the matter with these people?
Hey, Uncle Cheech, and Mike Tag, I got to ask you guys something. And we're not getting off of politics here, but I saw where Congress is voting to limit. They're going to vote. I don't know what's going to pass to dial down the NIL and the transfers and all that. What are you thinking if that passes?
Well, I can kind of go along with that. I mean, the schools with the most money is going to get the better players.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. It's interesting that
they need to do some sort. They need to do some sort of cap. They need to put some sort of regulations on it to make it a little bit, fair and balanced, however way you want to put it. But the thing I would say too is a lot of people are giving Lane Kiffin a lot of gripe and a lot of grief for leaving. He left the kids high and dry, left them kids hanging. Well, nowadays, I would agree with them in the past because the kids committed to that school. They had to stay at that school. If they couldn't transfer, they'd have a year penalty. But now these kids leave too. It's all 1-year contracts. So I got no pity. I got no feeling sorry. Lane Kiffin did what is best for his family and for his wallet, just like the kids do.
I know he's got to feed his family.
Absolutely.
On $90 million, he's got to feed his family. Right?
That's right.
I
don't blame
what Patrick Ewing always said, Jimmy?
He's not going to do any better at LSU than he did at Mississippi. He hadn't won any. His team hadn't even been to a conference championship.
No.
But I know where they're getting all this from. He's been there 6 years. 6 years. Not 6 months. 6 years. Never been to a conference championship. So good luck to you, LSU. You're not going to be any better off.
No, he's got a lot of money. He said he's got to help his family. And Jimmy, Patrick Ewing said it best. Patrick Ewing say,
"We make a lot of money. We spend a lot of money too."
Players, I got to feed my family. Getting $110 million. I got to feed my family.
Oh man, but yeah. So I don't mind the NIL. The NIL has helped Miami, to be honest with you. So I don't have an issue with it, but I do see they got to put some, they put some.
I think they need to put some kind of cap
guidelines. Yeah,
the other schools got to have kind of a level playing ground, somewhat.
Well,
financially,
what I said they should do. This is they got to figure out something. What I said they should do, they should have like March Madness, you have the NCAA, and then you have the NIT tournament. They should create that in college football, where you have the powerhouses are up top, and then you have a national champion for everybody else. So, like, Tulane has no business being in the college playoff. No business. They're going to be 30-point underdogs to any team that they're going to line up against. South Florida's got no business. Some of these teams got no business.
They got no coach either.
What?
South Florida's got no coach.
No, they got no coach either. So what they got to do is they create a lower tier and an upper tier. And let's say Miami falls on hard times and they're not relevant anymore. They go, you drop them down. And if Tulane is legit, then Tulane will go up to the upper tier. You kind of make it. That's what you got to do, something, because it's ridiculous. The conferences mean nothing. Who you schedule means nothing because they already haven't figured out who they want to be in there. So that's what I'm saying. It's all posturing. You know what I'm saying? That's
why schedule the game if it don't count?
Yeah.
We go back to that with Notre Dame. Why schedule the game if it don't count?
Yes.
Period. The end of it.
And that's the bottom line. Because
that's right. Now, wait, I just want real quick. Rick, I knew Rick because of the beautiful baby photo in the thumbnail. I knew it was Rick all along.
Is that Rick?
Yeah, RP63 is Rick.
Oh.
He changed it a couple weeks ago.
Well, there we go. We got.
Hey, wait a minute. After Uncle Cheech is off, did we?
Hey, and I think Ultra is still suspended.
That's what I want to ask you about.
I think you better figure this out. I went in there. I didn't see anything, but Ultra has been blocked. I feel terrible. I have no way to get hold of him. If any of you guys see Ultra, tell him to message me. I got to figure out how he's blocked so I can get it fixed. I feel bad.
I felt so good. I was text messaging Cuts after. I'm like, damn, I feel bad. I blocked him on accident.
We gotta get this figured out. But look, people are sad. We got teams here. We got losers. And Philly lost. They're circling the drain. Make them feel better. Give them an opportunity to win some money. Give them an opportunity to turn that frown upside down. Put a little Scott all in the pocket. Get them out of the mom's basement. Let them be able to own a place, own a nice crib. Show them how to make some money. What do we got this week?
Okay, this week I'm going to do the conference championships.
I like it.
To start with.
I'll
give you a couple extra games after that. My lock and my upset. BYU at Texas Tech, -11. I'll take Texas Tech. Whatever, 12.5.
12.5 went up. 12.5 went up.
No problem.
They must have heard you talking when you said they're going to get blown out. Vegas said, hey, Uncle Cheech says it. We got to get this line up a little bit. We're not going to take a bath.
They know. Come on.
They usually it's hard to beat the same team twice, but not in this scenario. Texas Tech easily, and they'll cover.
Very nice. I like that.
Good team.
I'm going Kelly on that one. I'm going to bet heavy on Tech for Kelly. I believe in him. Kelly told me they're one of the best teams in the country. Well, if he says it, I stand
good in the portal. I told you that at the beginning of the year. I liked them. They did good in the portal.
Yes.
Brought in some good players and stuff. So, yeah, they deserve to be where they're at right now. Absolutely. I mean, they say they had a kind of a soft schedule, but you play the teams they put in front of you. Yeah. They didn't make the schedule.
Hey, they got BYU up near the top. They blew the doors off them, so don't be telling me nothing about that schedule.
Going to be no problem again.
Yeah.
Next game, big one, Georgia at Alabama. Alabama kind of shaky the other night against Auburn. I know it's a tough place to play. But I think Georgia's got a better team. Alabama, they were kind of struggling running the ball and really struggled against a mediocre Auburn team.
Yeah.
I know they're at home, but I think Georgia gets it done in this one, -1.
What do you think about Alabama has beaten Georgia 4 times in a row, 4 years in a
Nick
row?
Ain't there this time.
Okay. All right. That don't phase you.
Well. Right. Nick ain't there this time.
Now,
Indiana at Ohio State.
I missed that. All right. Indiana, Ohio State. What do you got?
Big game. I'm going to have to go with Ohio State. I'm going to go with the home team. -5.
What's the line on that game?
5.5.
Oh,
I missed that one. That can't believe. I think I'd go Ohio State on that too. I don't. Who's Indiana played?
Oh, that's true. Well, the committee don't seem to care, so what the hell? Why should I? But anyway, Ohio State at home. I think they'll take care of them.
Yeah.
Duke at Virginia.
Now, was this a typo on your side? Is it really 2.5?
That's what I saw.
Holy, I'm all day on Virginia on this.
Duke's got a pretty good team.
They beat them 34-17 last time they played.
But I'm going to take Virginia at home. Go with the home team, minus the 2.5.
Now, we want Duke to win. I think.
No, that'll really put things in chaos.
Yeah, we want Duke to, because they're not going to put Duke in there.
Well, then what do they do?
They're gonna have to put Miami. They're gonna be able to hide
out, put them in.
Not gonna be able to hide.
It's a joke. I'm aggravated
now, Thomas, Uncle Cheech doesn't care about the buck. He cares about winning money and helping us win money.
The buck, not the Buckeyes. You got it? The buck.
Yeah, you don't mix business with pleasure. I hate Ohio State. I want nothing to do with Ohio State, but I'm gonna let my heart, interfere with the wallet. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it goes.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be.
So
my upset of the week is going to be the Bears at Green Bay. Bears are getting 5.5.
Now let's talk about that. The Bears absolutely throttled a reeling. I mean, Philly was reeling from the beating that we gave them. You knew they were still shaking in their boots. They're trying to figure things out. The Bears go in. We kind of put them up on a tee, and the Bears just knocked it out of the park and embarrassed Philly. Their fans were walking out in the middle of the fourth quarter.
They were pissed.
Booing their team, booing the coach. They were chucking batteries at players. They were doing just the old stuff that Philly does.
Typical Philly.
They're reeling. They're reeling.
But the Bears playing right now. They're playing good. I'm surprised. Were they 8-3?
I think the Packers win. I think you lose this one.
Well, they could, but that's my upset.
All right. Upset. I got you.
My lock is going to be Miami at the Jets. I'm going to take the Jets plus 2.5.
Now, wait a minute. You're taking the Jets. Is that because what you saw they did to Jimmy's team?
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. Well, no, come on. Because
you make me
Miami
feel
had a week off to prepare for the lowly Saints. They were ahead 19-0, and they ended up almost losing the game.
Yeah, that was pathetic.
At least the Jets showed something. They came back, won the game. Dolphins,
I saw it. I had front row seats.
I saw that. It stinks.
They put Jimmy on the TV.
That's right. Was that the TV?
It's going to be cold as hell up there.
Yeah.
Weather, they don't like playing in the cold. So I'll take the Jets plus 2.5.
I like it.
At that one.
Man, that's a good lock. I like that pick. Uncle Cheech is bringing the fire.
And I'm going to throw in one more before I go watch a football game, because I know I never get to pick Monday night too much. But next Monday, you got Philly at the Chargers. Going across country.
Cross country.
I'm going to take the Chargers. Right now, they're at 2.5. I don't know what it'll be next week. Philly going across country. You saw what happened to the Rams going across country.
Yes.
Let's admit, they're a much better team than the Panthers. I mean,
you saw what they perpetrated on the Rams yesterday, baby.
But, I'll take the Chargers in that game.
Yeah. We'll get into that one next week for sure, because we'll be here and we're going
to drop 3 straight. And if you guys keep your shit together, you're going to gain on them.
I think we might. They're playing Trey Lance more than likely. Herbert's going to be out, so that's disappointing. I'm hoping the running back. I don't know if you guys tell me the running back. More importantly, I don't know if he's going to be back. If he's back, I'd feel a lot better. Hampton's back.
If Herbert plays, I'm more confident. If the other guy's in there, I don't know, but that's what I'm picking right now.
Yeah,
that's not a throwing hand. So
no. We'll see what happens. But if Hampton's in, then it'll be good. But if not, Trey Lance could beat him. Have you seen the Eagles? I mean, they're pathetic. They're absolutely pathetic.
Disgrace to this sport.
I don't know if they're capable of winning
rapidly. I've never seen nothing like it.
Well, you saw it 2 years ago. Remember, they were 10-1, and they gave us a division. I think they're going to do it again. This might be part 2.
Could be.
Anyway. All right, Uncle Cheech, we're going to talk a little Trayvon Diggs coming back, and hopefully he'll be going, and we're talking the rest of the NFL. So we'll let you get rolling, Uncle Cheech.
All right, guys. Enjoy the game tonight.
Yes.
Patriots win.
Yeah. I'll be going to sleep watching that game.
Buonasera, Zio Cheech.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right. Take care, Uncle Cheech. All right.
So wait a minute. Real quickly before we get
Go ahead.
You know what? Yeah. Well, you know what? It was 42 degrees. It was rainy and windy. So true fans like me were out there. So you know what, Thomas? You can, just shut
and all due respect to you, Jimmy, you're the visiting team. You didn't need to fill up that stadium. We're the Jets fans.
And I got news for you. To Uncle Cheech's point, I mean, they showed heart yesterday. Now, granted, we're sliding, but they showed heart. So
they play for that coach. I like that coach.
Yes,
I like Aaron Glenn,
me too.
And I want to see him, get things going. They've had a string of bad luck. They just got to get some confidence, but they got a lot of draft picks. I mean, hopefully he could stay around to be part of it. But the key is quarterback. I mean, you look at it, Jimmy. You guys see Cousins isn't what he's doing. Penix gets hurt. If you don't have a quarterback, I mean, it's a problem.
Justin Fields is going to be under center next year for us. Penix is out for at least the first month next year. He ain't going to be ready to go by then. And I think that Cousins ends up elsewhere.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So it'll be Justin Fields under center, I think.
Well, I was a big Justin Fields fan, but he's kind of lost me the last couple of years.
He has. I mean, but he's got a tailor-made. He's got a ready-made plug-and-play offense in Atlanta. We got an effing quarterback, we'd have a different situation, and a coach. And it gets back to what you're saying. We need a coach. Love Morris as a culture guy, but I need wins.
And there's not great quarterbacks in the draft like right now that I see coming. So it's not even like you can draft some. You guys are gonna probably get a pretty decent pick. It's not like you're gonna get some great draft pick. That's the problem. I mean, that's really the problem with you guys.
Well, and the thing is with us, remember, we it was good with Pierce, with the two edge rushers we got last year. We traded this year's first round, but it was a home run. Our defense has been playing great. I can't bitch about them. Yeah. And you know what? But Tom, it was 70,000 probably tickets purchased. There was not 70,000 people.
Oh, yeah, they didn't show up. Close. I mean, people aren't showing up. I mean, they're just not showing up. I mean, you go,
My wife said, "Damn," because she's texting us. She said, "Damn, man, is anybody there?"
No, it looked like a preseason game. I was like, I said, man, yeah. Nah. Hopefully you bought the tickets later, not early. But
I did. No, I waited and waited, and then I said, there it is. Bam, stub up.
Yeah.
I think last Wednesday I got them. So
yeah, my son went to the Arizona Tampa game. He got tickets like right lower level, like $40.
Yeah.
I mean, want to see Arizona. You know what I mean?
No. And that's the whole thing. And in New York, and it's funny because we played the Jets, I think 3 out of the last 5 or 6 seasons. But again, it was 2 years ago. The weather was worse.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Well, let's talk. We're going to talk about the Lions Cowboys in depth more on Wednesday's show. But I know St. Brown didn't practice. If Arnold's not playing, I mean, they've got some injuries. The Cowboys, we've been as healthy as we can be. You're getting Trayvon Diggs back as long as he practices well. And I know he's been kind of a lightning rod, obviously, with Parsons. They were best friends, and it just everything in the beginning of the year. But I'm just telling you, if Trayvon Diggs, if his head's right, you want Trayvon Diggs back with this team. He is still one of the top cornerbacks, and that's an area where the Cowboys could use help. And you're talking about Trayvon Diggs, Revel, and Bland as your 3 cornerbacks, and then obviously you got Carson. You got some depth there with Stewart and things like that. I mean, you're cooking with something because Bland is going to be covering the slot receiver, so it is going to be. I mean, the Cowboys could have a great opportunity. You want to get Trayvon Diggs back. I mean, what's your thoughts on Trayvon from an outsider looking in? You see some of the drama. He was out with a concussion. They kind of put him on IR, maybe to get more than his head right. What's your thoughts with Diggs?
He's just like his brother, man. When he's on, he's on. And I don't know what it is. Like these guys, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes or whatever, but if he is playing with his head on straight, that's a home run for you guys, man. Yeah. Absolute home run. And the question is, I saw somebody earlier had said about sitting him another couple of weeks. I mean, do you really? I don't know.
We don't have a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys need all hands on deck because we're going to get into it with the playoffs, and that we're going to get into that in depth. Gibbs is the best running. You hear what I said loud and clear to you Eagle fans?
Yep.
2 weeks ago talking about Barkley. Gibbs is the best running back in the NFL right now.
He is. Barkley's averaging what, 3 yards a carry, 3.5 yards a carry?
Your
offensive line sucks in Philly.
Yeah.
They don't respect the quarterback.
Gibbs is he is just a home run every time he touches it. I mean, it's him and Bijan Robinson. I don't want to cut him short, but unfortunately the Falcons aren't there. But those are your two best running backs in the NFL. But looking at the playoff picture, I mean, who would have thunk it? The Bears, your number 1 seed if it ended today. Rams, number 2 seed. Eagles, number 3 seed. Buccaneers, your 4 seed. Seattle 5, Packers 6. San Francisco 7. Here's the part where it gets squirrely for the Cowboys. They're the 7th seed at 9-4. Dallas is 6-5-1. They've got that extra, right? They have an extra game on Dallas. So Dallas, let's say 49ers, they get a bye. Cowboys win. Now they're 7-5. The Cowboys, they just got work to catch up because these other teams, they're not losing. They're not losing.
No.
And you got the 7th seed with 9 wins with 5 games. Well, they got 5 games to go. That's a problem. And that's why Cowboys have to win out. If they slip up one, they really, I think their best path is the division, because I think Philadelphia is just like I told you. Dallas was going to start the implosion. I don't think it stops. I don't think it stops. And to Uncle Cheech, them losing against the Chargers cross-country trip, obviously health of Herbert's gonna matter a lot in that. That might be their best path.
And it's weird what you guys in Green Bay with that tie throws everything for a loop,
just
right?
screws everything up.
Yeah, it does.
Screws everything up.
But no, again, with the trajectory, the way it's going right now, again, you guys, look, man, I think you guys can. I don't want to say easily. I think you guys take the division if you keep playing like you're playing, and Philly's sliding.
Yeah, they still got to play Buffalo. I mean, you look at the schedule; they still got to go to Buffalo. Buffalo's going to be fighting.
They will be. They need to win. They need to win. Right?
Yeah, and they're going to be desperate because they're trying to win that division.
Desperate, but you know what happens with Josh Allen when he's desperate. A couple of weeks, he was making stupid decisions, throwing in some crazy decision making. Now the last couple of games, he's bounced back. So what Josh Allen do you get?
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get a good one when they play.
You guys worked him a couple of years ago when you played him, right?
He's beat the hell out of us.
Oh, he did?
Time he's played. Yeah, I don't know. He has our. I don't know. The Bills always seem to have our number. There's certain teams that have our number. I think he had our number. I'm pretty sure he beat the hell out of us. And then it was that the guy who was on our team, the slot receiver, when he went to the Buffalo, they got us pretty good with him. Cole Beasley.
Yeah, Beasley. That's right. Yeah. You know what though? Speaking of the Niners, did you see the cut that Cuts made for Camel Pipe? You know what? First of all, it was beautiful looking. As always, Cuts is an artist. He's Picasso. He's better than all that. Better than Michelangelo. But that being said, man, he made a 49ers cut. I mean, how does Cowboys Nation feel about that?
Look, I told Cuts, the money's green. The money is green. I even gave him an opportunity if he wants to do something for Philly. We had a great guest on our show, and I said, I'd give you a pass for that. But that's Cuts' decision. I said, just don't post it. If you're doing the Philly stuff, just don't post it. If you're doing that, don't post it. Then you got Camel Piper post it, and he had to. But I will give a plug for Cuts, because I don't know if Kelly gets any residuals. I don't know if he's getting any additional money for it, but he took one of Cuts' beautiful pieces of art and he put it on a chain, and he made himself a chain out of it. So I don't, then I saw Camo Piper. Did he order it that way, or did he do the same? I don't know if Cuts is making these chains now. If he is, I mean, hopefully Kelly's, throw a couple bucks to, for the effort. I don't know what's going on there, but that's something you guys can look at if you're a fan. And they do those foam ones. That foam stuff is cheap. And more importantly, you see the idiots in the stands. You see them out in the field. Now, what if one of them attacks you? You take that Cuts one, that's wood. You slap it over their head with a forearm shiver, and then you knock them out. Now, foam ain't going to do that. So now you've got a good weapon to protect yourself. So that's why you want to get one of those Cuts pieces. That's what you want to get.
But the one Camo ordered, he ordered it with the chain. So you know what? Not only do you beat him over the head, you take the chain and you choke him out with it.
Then you choke him out with the chain. It's a multi-purpose tool in case you get in any fights in the stands with some drunk people acting belligerent. That's
especially in Philly, where the fans, they're out of control in Philly.
Now that's what I need. Camo Piper to do that at a game. Get it on TV. Make sure the Cuts logo is visible. That way everyone can see it. Get the man some advertisement. Nothing wrong. We'll pay his bail money. We'll give him the bail money.
Yes, I agree with that. Yes, absolutely.
Assault's not a felony as long as you're not, as long as they put him in a hospital.
Self-defense. Self-defense. Yeah.
He started it.
Exactly. Philly fan always started it.
But what do you think, Jimmy? Give me your early prediction, and you guys in the chat. Give me what you think? Division winner. If I had to put you on the spot, life on the line. We're not going to say the other word that we don't offend people. Life on the line. Give me the NFC East. How do you think it's going to end today? Right now, end of the season. If you're going to pick today, what do you got?
Dallas.
What do you got for the South?
Carolina. It's going to be Carolina. Man, they're playing.
They're playing
bringing it.
Football.
Yeah. Yep.
What about the North?
The North.
You got
okay. That tie throws things off. I say Chicago.
Going for Chicago.
Yep.
Out west, you got the Rams in Seattle. They're kind of neck and neck. 49ers are right in there too, and they're all going to be playing each other.
I think that the Rams are the best team in football. I think they take that division, but I think all three of those teams end up in the playoffs.
But
I got to look at the schedule. In fairness, I got to see who plays who next. But
all these teams are going to start playing each other. You're going to start getting all these teams playing each other the last month. You got Dallas is playing the Giants and the Commanders. I think the Eagles play the Commanders twice, and then they play. I don't know if they don't have the Giants left. I think they play the Commanders twice. So there's a lot of inner division games that's still to be played. I would say I agree with you. I think Dallas, the way they're playing now, I said 2 out of 3 gets me the wild card. I said they needed to win 2 out of 3. They took care of Philly, took care of Kansas City. They beat Detroit. I'm thinking more division because now you look at that schedule afterwards and you got Minnesota. Not so great.
Nah.
Chargers at home. You don't know what Herbert, he'll probably be back by then, but the Chargers at home. Dallas has always seemed to have the Chargers number for some reason. Commanders, you don't know where they're going to be, and the Giants, you don't know where they're going to be at the end. So when you're looking at what Dallas has left, they get past Detroit. They got a great opportunity to run the table. They run the table. It's going to be interesting.
I'm telling you, Philly, the way they're playing, whoever takes it, it's going to be winner take all in the East. I don't think both teams are coming out, and it's going to be Dallas.
Yeah. And I think you could see with Thomas right there, 10-6-1. Yeah. That tie could work into their advantage. So that would be, that 10-6-1, I don't know if that gets you in. I don't know if it gets you as a wild card because you look at San Francisco's already got 9 wins. They're going to win more than one game.
Yeah.
1 or 2 games. So where's that put you? So I think Dallas is really, they put themselves in this position with the way they played early, the loss against Arizona, the loss against Carolina, the loss against Chicago when Chicago was beaten up, but we lost CD in that game. And that kind of, we didn't really have Pickens being Pickens yet. The confidence wasn't there with Dak. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, but I do like the NFC is very strong. AFC, I mean, you're looking at maybe a changing of the guard. You're seeing New England, but New England hadn't played anybody. You see the Broncos. There was a stat. The Broncos have punted more than any team. That's going to catch up to you. It's going to catch. I mean, their defense is phenomenal, but it's going to catch up to you.
So good young quarterback. And, you look at the Colts a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I said, damn, man. But now that Jacksonville jumped them.
Jacksonville jumped them. They're going to be playing each other. They've got some games left, so Jacksonville's playing good football. But it's the Super Bowl, man. I think it's just going to be so up in the air. I don't know if you're going to be able to predict any team.
No, you can't.
It's you could take the 1 to the 7 on either side and make an argument for them to be in the Super Bowl.
I mean, I will say, okay, I think it's going to be the Rams in the NFC if it ended today. Yeah. Now, the AFC, as much as I sit here and say that Buffalo's been sliding, if you look at experience and the world's hardest head, you got to talk about Buffalo and Josh Allen. But because
what if Kansas City gets in there? I mean, they're losing these close games. I mean, Dallas was a close game. They're losing these close games, but they still got Mahomes and you still got Andy Reid. That's gotta mean something.
No, it does. And again, that's where they have experience. Drake May, Bo Nix, they don't have that. They haven't gotten those losses in the playoffs. They haven't, battled through that yet. Yeah. So that's why, like I said, I'm thinking Buffalo, I think they can come out of the AFC.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I think if this is an opportunity, they haven't played great football, but I think they can be the benefactors of a division and conference that is just kind of like just not, not top heavy, for lack of a better word.
Right.
We all like top heavy, but it's not top heavy for the NFL. You know, understand? If you understand,
exactly. That's how we ended last week's show talking about that. Now,
but it's going to be interesting, and we're going to have a great, we're going to get in depth on Wednesday's show, breaking down the Lions and the Cowboys. It's going to be a major, big game for Dallas. I'd love to see Dallas and Buffalo to give them another L on their history level. So, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, Cuts.
Last week, Cuts, it was Jugs.
Jugs, yeah.
Kelly really liked that one last Monday.
But we're going to break down the game. But again, we've got, over 300 of you guys. The cave has been blowing up. It's been blowing up because of you guys supporting the channel. The way you do that, get that thumbs up, man. See below our beautiful faces, you'll see a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and do that, and it helps the channel. If you're not subscribed and you're thinking about it, let me know. I'm seeing, a bunch of you guys, over 330 people on either Twitter or hanging out on YouTube. Get over there and get that thumbs up, man. Help your boys out. We love doing these shows. We love talking to all the fans of Cowboys Nation, even some other ones. We mix in a few other teams if we have to. I'm not digging it, but I'll play ball. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, so, but you know what, though? We have fun, and you guys make it fun, right? I mean, and again, we said it before.
I appreciate it, William. Thank you.
It's free. Don't cost nothing to subscribe.
Doesn't cost you. I don't ask nobody for nothing. I didn't ask nobody. Just said hit a subscribe, a thumbs up whenever you're in the office. You turn the YouTube on and just let it play all day. That's all you do. I'm not asking for nothing else.
We're all about value here. All right. And if you're on X, you know what? Again, come over to YouTube, because that's where the fun is in the comments. We can't post all the comments. You don't see all the infighting and people tearing the Eagles fans apart. You want
them to yell at you.
Exactly.
But I was going to ask you off topic. We got a few more minutes before we wrap it up and start watching college football. But I don't know if you watched the A-Rod versus Alex versus A-Rod documentary. Have you seen that yet?
No.
So my service for some reason has the first episode and the third, but they didn't have the second. So I'm trying to find the second one.
Wait a minute, what is it?
It's a three-part documentary on Alex Rodriguez, where he kind of talks about, it starts when he was down in Miami at Westminster Academy playing baseball, growing up, his life, and then getting into the major leagues, and then obviously his career. So, real quick, we get a super chat, so stop everything.
The lunatic.
Three straight dubs, even when we're -1 in turnover differential. That's right, man. Cowboys are playing good football, fundamental football, disciplined football. Turnovers, they got to clean up those turnovers, or we can't have that early interception that Dak. Can't have that kind of stuff. And we got very fortunate with Pickens. I'm never going to give him slack, though, because that man don't fumble. But thank God for Turpin. Thank God.
That was the biggest play of the game.
Oh, absolutely.
The biggest play of the game.
Huge. Because Kansas City goes down. They're going to go down with that momentum. So I definitely appreciate the super chat. That is a way you can support the channel. So we do appreciate it, but it's not necessary. But the Alex thing, so it goes through his career. So a couple things, I missed, they were going to get into the PED stuff. And I think that might be in second, third, but it shows him, how the hell was he 18 years old, right out of high school, playing in the major leagues?
It's crazy, isn't it?
How good. Yeah, I mean, it made you appreciate how really good he was. And it's unfortunate, his career, he has just such a polarizing career. And I know we've got a lot of Texas people, so maybe their thoughts on the Rangers and his time there. But I don't know, man. Whenever you watch these documentaries, I had a different, thought of him before, and it changes when you watch these things. I have a better appreciation for him, and especially in these younger years. 18 years old, 6 months removed from playing in high school baseball. This guy's in the major leagues.
It's crazy. First of all, thanks, Rick. We appreciate that. And
playing shortstop.
Yeah, playing shortstop. And that's the thing. That's something baseball, you rarely see that in baseball, right? I think Griffey started at 19, but 18 out of high school. Now, I wasn't a big fan of his moving forward when we signed. I mean, he brought the hardware home, so I can't bitch about that. But for him to come out at 18 and have to mature. I mean, think about it. Now you're on the world stage and making some coin, and you got all the ladies coming up on you. I mean, that's a lot for an 18-year-old.
Yeah, so if any of you guys like documentaries, that one is a good one. Eddie Murphy. I don't know if you watched the Eddie Murphy one on Netflix.
Oh, not yet. Eddie Murphy is the best.
It is a great. The thing is, what makes it even better is Charlie Murphy, the true.
Oh, he's great. Story. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy talks about the times they had with Rick James. So it just lets you know that everything Charlie Murphy said was true.
Yeah,
they were locked. They were snowed in at Rick James's house for 4 days in his studio, in his house.
I bet they were.
And I can only imagine all the stuff that was going on. But everything that he said was
Charlie Murphy was MC Gusto. Remember?
Yes,
CB4.
But the best is like Charlie Murphy. He went to the military. His brothers. So when he gets back to his brother, I mean, he was 18. You talk about another guy, 18 on Saturday Night Live. 18.
Eddie Murphy.
So Charlie Murphy gets back out of the military, and Eddie Murphy's kind of a bigger person. So Eddie Murphy hires him to be his bodyguard, and he's like, the only job I had was if someone got close to him, I'm just gonna F him up, and that was it. Like the way he's, with Charlie Murphy
right, the way he talked.
It was just so funny. But
the best part, if you look at Eddie Murphy back on Saturday Night Live when he was on there, and I think it was Lorne Michaels, whoever his name who runs it. Let him kind of do the last couple minutes, just doing some stand up. And that's what he did. And your mom got a mouth in the back of her neck. She eats like this.
Yeah. But they talked about Eddie Murphy. They were asking him, would he ever do stand up again? And he's like,
can't.
He said if he gets that kind of, it's just like when he was doing movies. And it was a really good, if you're our era and you grew up with Eddie Murphy, I mean, it's a good watch. It's a couple hours, but it's a good watch.
He couldn't get away with things nowadays because everybody's all offended. He was funnier than hell, but you got to.
Oh no, I know.
That's a humor. That's why he couldn't do it.
He may not care. He may just do it.
And that's what I want.
About for you Cowboy fans, and we'll definitely be talking about it. We'll be doing some videos on it. The NFL is doing Hard Knocks is NFC East. It premieres tomorrow, so it's going to be really interesting. Because you have a lot of stuff going on with Dallas, a lot of stuff going on with Philly. You got a lot of stuff that was going on with the Giants, Washington. This is going to be made for TV theater. So definitely check that out on HBO. We'll be talking about it. We'll give some thoughts on it and want to get your thoughts on it as well as we move forward with some of these shows. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I just figured the last few minutes, give you guys some TV advice from Jimmy Dee and is anything I'm missing, Jimmy? I saw Tulsa King. That's ended. Phenomenal. I'm in the middle of Landman. I've got a great series, the jail movie. What the hell is it called? God dang it. I hate when my mind goes blank.
The jail movie. See, yeah. Mike Tag's all in his stories.
I like stories.
I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I watch the sports documentaries.
Mayor Kingstown.
That's Rhode Island or something. Yeah.
Great series.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it.
No, actually, it's funny. My cousin lives right by there. Where the real Kingstown is. They are always hyping that show up. Oh yeah, that's right. You see, Cuts is spot on. That's one thing I do watch.
Yeah, there you go.
Stories I do watch.
There you go. He's doing that. I want to just comment on this real quick. I was going to talk about it more on Wednesday, but he missed the first two plays. Not a lot of people noticed. I was listening to 105.3 and Bobby Belt. I love those guys in the morning, and he said some of the coaches, they describe George Pickens, former players or co-teammates, coach. He's like a class clown, and it's. Some of the stuff is funny, but then maybe some people kind of get tired of it so he seems like he's getting disciplined for something. I don't know what it was for. I don't know. My guess is maybe fashionably late to a meeting or maybe something. Yeah. I don't think it's anything big. I don't think it's anything, I think they're just trying to you're trying to build a culture of accountability. So I just think they're doing that. Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Brick shot Drew Cuts. That's my prediction. Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Eddie Murphy Raw is
Delirious. Raw is really good. Delirious is too.
But the best about Eddie Murphy, he rips on everybody. Like nobody's sacred. Doesn't matter. Black, white. Remember he does the Rocky bit when the Italian guy goes,
I'm 5 foot tree. Go buy me some candy.
That was the best. When he's
doing
that
Rocky movie.
Oh, hey, little man, little Italian man. What about when he does Lucille Ball and he's doing Ricky Ricardo at the and the honeymooners. Hey, I'm gonna bend over and you're gonna the best.
What have you done for me lately, Eddie?
Shit, I might gotta watch that. Or no, the game's on tonight. Not tonight. Maybe later.
Yeah. But watch the documentary.
Actually, we might be snowed in tomorrow, so maybe that'll be a tomorrow.
Really? You guys getting some weather, huh?
Yeah, we'll see. You know, it is. It's one of those. You know, it's kind of like the hurricanes down in Florida. You don't know. Oh, it's going to be a Category 5, and all of a sudden there's nothing. That could be tomorrow. Could be a foot. Could be nothing. We'll see.
Yeah. Guyton, I believe he's good. Is he? Is he? I thought he was going to be good to go. I hadn't seen the practice. I hadn't seen the schedule yet. I mean, it's a regular week, so I think the only one is DIGGS back. I hadn't seen it, so I apologize. I have more information on Wednesday. I didn't study.
But the preliminary should come out tomorrow or Wednesday, right?
Well, they're doing it early because they play Thursday. So I know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Like DIGGS practiced. I mean, I know some of those guys are practicing, but I didn't even look at Guyton. But yeah, they're gonna have their hands full with Hutchinson again. We're gonna get into that a lot on Wednesday. We're going to get rolling, get out of your hair. I appreciate everyone for hanging in the cave. Over 350 of you guys are with us, man. We love it. Appreciate all the love. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up, like on the way out. We'll see you Wednesday live, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Dallas time. We're getting this rolling. Jimmy, any final words?
Yeah, you know what? Remember, if anybody out there knows Ultra outside of the show, please have them get with Mike or myself. We got to get him reinstated.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I
gotta go to confession over that.
I looked and said nobody was blocked. Nobody was blocked on there. So I will look again. But maybe he's on vacation. Hopefully he is. But if anyone sees Ultra on any other show, tell them Mike Tag and Jimmy Dee are looking for him.
Thanks, Cuts.
Everything's good. So all righty. I appreciate it. We got to get Ultra back. I'll see you. Take care.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.